African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 9th of May, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. As a result of active operations, the West Group of Forces units improved the situation along the front line, defeated armed forces of Ukraine 21st and 44th Mechanized Brigades close to Stelmakovka and Nevskoy, Lugansk People's Republic. In addition, one counterattack launched by assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 116th Mechanized Brigade was repelled near Sinkovka railway station. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 40 Ukrainian troops, 2 152mm D-20 howitzers, and 1 122mm D-30 howitzers. The Southern Group of Forces units took more advantageous lines, inflicted fire damage on manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 23rd, 33rd Mechanized, 79th Air Assault, 111th Territorial Defense Brigades near Yelizavetovka, Novoy, and Pobeda, Donetsk People's Republic. One attack launched by an assault group of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 93rd Mechanized Brigade was repelled near Krasnoy, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 215 Ukrainian troops, 2 armored personnel carriers, including 1 US-made M113, 2 motor vehicles, 1 155mm US-made M777 howitzer, 4 152mm D-20 howitzer, and 2 122mm D-30 howitzer. As a result of active operations, the Center Group of Forces units improved the tactical situation, inflicted losses on units of Armed Forces of Ukraine 59th Mechanized Infantry, 24th, 100th, and 115th Mechanized, 68th Jaeger, 109th Territorial Defense, 2nd National Guard Brigades near Karlovka, Maersk, Novgorodskoye, Rozovka, Novokolinovo, and Semyonovka, Donetsk People's Republic. 10 counterattacks launched by assault groups of Armed Forces of Ukraine 23rd, 24th, 47th, 100th Mechanized, 71st Jaeger, 59th Mechanized Infantry, 142nd and 143rd Infantry Brigades were repelled close to Leninskoye, Solovivo, Orlovka, Pervomaiskoye, and Netelovo, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 380 Ukrainian troops, 1 tank, and 2 infantry fighting vehicles. In the course of the counter-battery warfare, the Russian troops eliminated 2 155mm US-made M777 howitzers, 2 155mm US-made M109 Paladin self-propelled artillery systems, 1 152mm Jadcent-B gun, 1 152mm D-20 howitzer, 2 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery systems, and 1 122mm D-30 howitzer. The Vostok Group of Forces units captured more advantageous lines, inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 58th Mechanized Infantry, 128th Territorial Defense Brigades near Urozhenoye and Makarovka, Donetsk People's Republic. One counterattack launched by assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 123rd Territorial Defense Brigade was repelled close to Staromaerskoye, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 175 Ukrainian troops, 2 tanks, 2 armored personnel carriers, 3 motor vehicles, 1 155mm UK-made FH-70 howitzer, as well as 2 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery systems. The units of the Dnieper Group of Forces launched strikes at clusters of manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 65th Mechanized, 121st Territorial Defense, 23rd National Guard Brigades near Rabotino, Zaporizhzhia Region, Zoloteya Balka, Kherson Region, and Vyshtarasovka, Dnepropetrovsk Region. The armed forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 35 Ukrainian troops, 2 motor vehicles, and 2 155mm US-made M777 howitzers. Operational tactical aviation. Missile troops and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have engaged one command and observation post of the Armed Forces of Ukraine's 65th Mechanized Brigade and one ammunition depot of Armed Forces of Ukraine Donetsk Operational Tactical Group, as well as Armed Forces of Ukraine manpower and military hardware in 105 areas. Air defense systems have shot down 2 U.S.-made Adams operational tactical missiles, 15 Czech-made Vampire missiles, 1 U.S.-made HIMARS MLRS projectile, 5 French-made Hammer aerial guided bombs, as well as 28 unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, 594 airplanes, 270 helicopters, 23,856 unmanned aerial vehicles, 512 air-to-air missile systems, 15,960 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,280 MLRS combat vehicles, 9,415 field artillery guns and mortars, and 21,563 special military vehicles have been neutralized since the beginning of the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.